Debt crisis in America as 36% of people took on holiday debt and the ongoing retirement crisis. Today, I read an interesting article on CNBC.com written by Lori Knish titled 36% of Americans took on holiday debt this year, averaging $1,181, survey finds. The author of this article referenced a new survey from LendingTree, which revealed 36% of American consumers took on holiday debt. Those who racked up balances this season took on an average of $1,181 in debt, up from $1,028 in 2023. Here are my thoughts. First, my heart goes out to people who are struggling with debt. Once you get in the debt spiral, it is hard to get out. I realize some of this can't be helped. Some people haven't seen their wages keep pace with true inflation in America. Some want to maintain their same standard of living and provide their family with the type of holiday experiences that they have grown accustomed to. Many rely on debt to make this happen. The problem is, interest rates are sky high on this debt. I've known so many people in my life who got trapped in the debt spiral. Some filed for bankruptcy, which resulted in them losing almost everything. Some ended up getting divorced because life became so difficult post-bankruptcy. Debt can be an evil thing. Note I said can be an evil thing. If you use debt the right way, it can be advantageous. At one time, I had a mountain of real estate debt for multiple properties. I was using someone else's money to buy properties that I didn't have the cash to purchase. Then, tenants were paying off that debt for me. I also had enough cash flow left over each month to allocate towards the principal on the loans. Being strategic with debt is quite different than going into debt to purchase plastic junk for the holidays that ultimately ends up in the trash or being donated to Goodwill. Now here's what is really troubling. The author referenced Wallet Hub, who revealed that consumers who went into debt over the holidays run the risk of still carrying those balances when the next year's holiday season comes around. Almost half of Americans still have debt from last year's holidays. My friends, this is really sad. These people are helping to make stockholders in these credit card companies wealthier. Our whole world revolves around debt, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. I think people need to be very careful with unsecured debt. Unemployment checks are pretty small, and it may be hard to find good work if we enter an ugly recession at some point. I feel like we are overdue for one. We have been living during unusual times. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now here is an interesting retirement article that I read today. This was on Yahoo Finance, put out by MoneyWise, and written by Maury Backman, titled, "I'm 65, have zero savings, and can't afford to retire, but I don't want to work until I die. What can I do?" The author of this article referenced a 2024 report from AARP, which revealed that 20% of Americans aged 50 and over have no retirement savings at all. The U.S. Government Accountability Office paints an equally dire picture. As of 2022, 32% of households with a worker aged 55 and older had no retirement savings or retirement or defined benefit plan. Here are my thoughts. My friends, I think this could be far worse in the future. Look at what is happening in society right now. We have young people leaving college. Some leave college with a degree, and some drop out and leave with no degree. In either scenario, many are leaving with a mountain of student loan debt. Now that President Biden is set to leave office, it is unlikely this student loan debt is going to be forgiven. Many of these young people are straddled with a large amount of debt, and some can't find good jobs in their occupational area. Keyword, good. I have read articles in the past about large numbers of these young people who are living at home with their parents and delaying milestones in life such as getting married, having children, and buying a home. Many can't afford to do any of those things. Some are lucky to afford to make their car payment, pay their car insurance, pay their cell phone bill, and cover their food costs for the month without help from their parents. I'm going to ask you a question. How many of these people are putting away anything meaningful for retirement? I'll let you answer that question in the comment section below. I'm sure you all know young people who are in this type of situation. Saving for retirement may be one more thing that they have to delay in life, just like getting married, having children, or buying a home. Please understand, I'm not criticizing these young people. Quite the contrary. I am sympathetic to their struggles. We live in a world that is getting increasingly expensive, while some large companies and organizations look for ways to increase profits by hiring more part-time employees, or better yet, independent contractors. It's certainly a different labor market in America than it was 50 years ago. Getting back to the article, the author said, just because you don't have savings going into retirement, that doesn't mean you won't have access to income. The author said, if you've worked all or most of your life, you'll likely be eligible for Social Security. The average retired worker today collects about $1,925 per month, amounting to roughly $23,000 per year. Oh boy, $23,000 per year isn't going to go very far in 2024 and beyond. If you are a renter in many cities here in America, you will have a hard time even covering your housing costs on $1,925 per month once you factor in rent, parking, utilities, renter's insurance, etc. If all you have is Social Security, how in the world are you going to pay for food, car expenses, a cell phone, and any medical expenses not covered by Medicare? Some older people who are renters may need to find multiple roommates or live with family members to survive. There were over 1,000 comments beneath this article. Apparently, this is a hot topic. I'll share some of these comments with you. The first commenter said, young people, no matter how little you make, you need to be putting money away for retirement, and it needs to come off the top of your paycheck, so you don't even have the option to spend it. You'll be forced to find a way to live off whatever is left over, even if it means foregoing a lot of luxuries. That's what I did, starting when I was making just $18,000 a year. There were times when I lived off soup with cheese and crackers, drove an old car, and lived in a tiny one-room apartment attached to someone's house. But my IRA was growing. I make a lot more now, and I can afford some luxuries, but I still follow the same principle for saving money. The next commenter said, move to the Philippines like I did. No more auto payments, no gas payments, no auto insurance, no high rent. Another commenter said, keep working. Just find work that you can do. Walmart or Starbucks might be good. You will still be able to socialize, exercise, and stay fit. You will live longer, and life won't be that bad. Oh, and make all your food from scratch. Way better than restaurant food or processed food that's frozen. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.